There's been an insane amount of activity on the Wizarding World side over the last month. Especially with Hogwarts Legacy and the sequel that's expected to arrive in 2027, the rumors, leaks, and official statements have basically split the fandom in two. On one side, there's hype. On the other side, there's a cautious wait. So today, we're gathering all of these news beats, claims, and behind-the-scenes chatter one by one and putting them on the table. But before we jump into the video, I've got a small request. If you want me to break down every new piece of Hogwarts Legacy, news, every leak, every rumor in full detail, let's get this video to 2,000 likes. If we actually hit 2,000 likes, I'll know this. Hogwarts Legacy content is loved and I need to grow this series. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. If you're ready, let's begin. First, let's start with the biggest headline. Over the past few weeks, one of the most talked about topics has been the claim that the Hogwarts Legacy sequel, which is rumored to be targeting 2027, could be connected in some way to the Harry Potter series that's also planned to release that same year. Is the timing a coincidence, or is it a deliberate strategy? It's becoming very clear that Warner Bros. Wants to reposition Wizarding World under one unified umbrella. What fueled these rumors even more were some images that allegedly leaked from the HBO series set. According to photos shared on Reddit, the Hogwarts castle built for the show looks closer to the Hogwarts Legacy version than the film series design. The placement of the quad courtyard and the greenhouses, in particular, shows strong similarities to the game. And if that's true, this isn't just an aesthetic choice. It could mean the architectural standard of the universe is being reset. And at this point, it's worth remembering this too. Hogwarts Legacy's castle design is built entirely around playability. Being able to navigate without getting lost. A logical interior layout, consistent flow from area to area. In the film series, Hogwarts would sometimes shift visually depending on the movie. If HBO is truly using the game as a reference, that would mean both the show and the potential sequel game would be speaking the same visual language. And here's the most critical part. 2027 could become a rebirth year for Wizarding World. If both the series and the game land around the same time, Warner could turn that into a massive cross-marketing move. The idea of seeing a location from the game appear in the series, or a detail introduced in the series being referenced in the sequel, would signal long-term planning for the brand. Another major development in the same period was the VR cancellation news. According to recent reports, a planned Harry Potter VR project was shelved. This claim hasn't been officially detailed, but the rumors about budget cuts on Meta's side and a contraction in VR projects are adding fuel to it. And if that's true, the most immersive Wizarding World experience is still clearly Hogwarts Legacy. That cancellation rumor also indirectly strengthens Hogwarts Legacy's position even more. Because while VR projects are getting canceled, the main game still hasn't fallen out of the conversation even 3 years later. And while it's celebrating its 3rd anniversary, the mod community has basically exploded. Platforms like CurseForge and Nexus Mods are getting new content every single day, and that turns the game into a living platform. Some of the standout mods in the last month include new quest packs, combat modifications that remove spell cooldowns, quality of life updates that increase carry capacity, and expanded character customization options. Some mods even completely change the atmosphere and turn Hogwarts into a different experience. At this point, the community has basically created its own mini Hogwarts Legacy 1.5 version. There's also an important detail here. Official mod support was added. That decision extended the game's lifespan in a big way. We've seen this with examples like Skyrim and Cyberpunk 2077. A strong mod ecosystem can keep a game in the spotlight for years. Warner may not have shown the sequel yet, but the community is filling the gap. But there's also the worry side of things. Over the last few weeks, a debate has started rising again inside the community. Is Hogwarts Legacy 2 going to shift toward co-op or an online-focused structure? Some players dream about a multiplayer Hogwarts experience, while a major part of the audience is afraid the single-player experience will get damaged. The question of will it become live service is already splitting the fandom. So why is the live service possibility being discussed this much? Let's go deeper. Because lately, industry analysis and commentary have increased around the idea that Warner wants to turn its biggest brands into longer-term projects with diversified revenue models. If 2027 really becomes the year of both the Hogwarts Legacy sequel and the Harry Potter series, it wouldn't be shocking if the company wants to design this as a long-term platform rather than a one-time launch. But there's a fine line here. Too much of a service model can damage player trust. One of the most discussed scenarios in the community is this. The sequel stays primarily story-focused and single-player, but includes optional co-op content on the side. Shared dungeons, combo spell, gameplay, maybe even competitive modes similar to Quidditch. But let's be very clear, this is still just rumor. There is no official confirmation yet, only industry chatter and player speculation. On the corporate side, another news item was the new licensing deal with Hasbro. it was announced that Wizarding World-themed toys and tabletop game products will be expanded. Deals like this often happen ahead of major media plans. So heading into 2027, we could see not only a game and a series, but a full brand expansion. And that means the Hogwarts universe is likely going to stay heavily in the spotlight for the next few years. Going back to the set leaks, the claim that HBO might be using the game as a reference for Hogwarts is still the most exciting headline. Because that would mean, for the first time, the visual universe of a video game is inspiring a mainstream TV adaptation. Usually, it goes the other way. If the game version is truly being referenced, it shows just how strongly Hogwarts Legacy has positioned itself within the bigger universe. And when you put all of these developments together, the picture becomes clear. The news, cancellations, mod explosion, set leaks, and 2027 synchronization rumors from the past month all point to one thing. Wizarding World is preparing for a new era. But what that era becomes will be decided, especially by the design choices Hogwarts Legacy 2 makes. Now, let's make the overall picture even clearer. When you stack the news from the last month on top of each other, here's what we see. On one side, HBO's big-budget Harry Potter project. On the other side, Hogwarts Legacy sequel rumors pointing to 2027. And in between, a VR cancellation, a mod community explosion, and live service debates. So the universe is growing, but it's also searching for direction. HBO wants to position the series as a major streaming event. And if we really see a Hogwarts that takes inspiration from the game's design, that would show the brand is no longer trying to be fragmented, it's trying to build something unified. Just imagine it. Seeing the courtyard you walk through in the game appear in the series. That would be a powerful move for both nostalgia and pulling in new viewers. On the sequel side, the silence feels intentional, like a controlled quiet. Avalanche Software still hasn't shown its cards. But if the 2027 calendar is accurate, development should be entering a critical phase. And the biggest question at this point is this. Are we going to get a bigger, deeper RPG that keeps the spirit of the first game, or are we going to shift into a more systems-focused structure with a stronger service model? Right now, the community is feeling two emotions at the same time. Big excitement and controlled skepticism. Because when Hogwarts Legacy first launched, nobody expected this level of success. Now, the bar is much higher. If the sequel arrives at the same time as the series hype, it could kick off a new golden era for Wizarding World. But if they choose the wrong direction, the pressure of expectations could be heavy. Alright guys, that's where things stand for now on the Hogwarts Legacy 2 side. There are rumors, there are strong signals, but there are still key points where we're waiting for official confirmation. The moment a new leak drops, a new report surfaces, or even the smallest hint comes from the developers, we'll be right back here breaking it all down in detail. So, what do you think? What kind of game should Hogwarts Legacy 2 be? Pure single player or a controlled co-op experience? If you want more Hogwarts Legacy videos like this, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.